What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe. I got a little running mobile defense going on here in the background. So I want to talk about the update, the news, the release, if you will, of DE coming out and saying that they're releasing this Warframe on Xbox One this year in 2014. So let's have some discussions about it. Let's have some discussions about it in comments. I'm going to tell you my thoughts, good, bad, and indifferent. And feel free to share with me below, but let's try to keep it down on the whole, you know, this console's better than that one, PC's the master race kind of crap. We don't really care about that. We want to talk about whether this is a good thing, bad thing, how you see it, could it change things, could it make it better, that type of stuff. So hopefully you enjoy the running around in the background as we talk a little bit about it. So let's see, I've been playing now for a year and a half, I would say, since end of January 2013. And I've seen so much improvement, so much change come through. I also remember going back when they first announced it coming out to PC, or to PlayStation, there was a couple things that we talked about. First, we all know they talked about cross-platforming, which at this point, it's almost obvious to say that it'll probably not happen ever, based on the experiences we've all had with Sony and their certification process taking forever. PC, PS4 will never be on the same version, update, whatever you want to call it. And with that never happening, we'll never be able to cross-platform. I really wish we could, because I want to get on there and play with some of you guys, some of my subs here with PS4. Maybe someday I'll have a PS4. At this time, I don't have the extra funds to have a PS4 in my house. So, you know, it is what it is. At least for now, we keep going the same way we do. I can release content. You guys can see it and decide whether you like it, don't like it. We have our conversations as usual. But when they were originally going to do this, they originally were going to not release it on PlayStation. They were going to originally release it on Xbox. But through some negotiation issues, Sony came back with them with a better deal and gave them gave them ownership of their content. Okay? Said, yes, you can own your content, it's your content, you supply us the updates, we'll certify the updates, and we'll push it through. You guys still have full rights to your content. Where Microsoft came out and said, no, that's not how it works, you guys are too small of a developer. At the time, they were such a small developer, and the process was different for them in that respect, and there should be no reason why they would have to give up certain context, certain stuff of their development process to Microsoft, as I recall it. I'd have to go back a year plus now to find it on the forums, but that's kind of how I recall it. So Sony offered them a better deal. They said, okay, Sony, we're going to take the deal with you, and we're going to run exclusive on Sony. I think they mentioned it was going to be exclusive on PS4 for up to 6 months. That was it. After that, they said we'll re-evaluate and decide what to go for from them. So it came out on PlayStation 4 in November with Update 11, the Valkyrie update. And obviously we're 8 months into this now. So, of course, at this point we've all established that DE has made a significant improvement in the game, has made a great free-to-play game. While some people contest to it, they're just bitter people. Oh, you know, this, that, and everything else. We won't get into that. And we're obviously past the 6 months. So now they announce it's coming to Xbox. I think it's actually a good thing that it's coming to Xbox on several reasons. One, of course, we're going to have more players, more community, more people to talk to. Two, I could argue that my videos are going to get all the more popular, hopefully. Why people start searching for content and looking for content, which would be really cool if that would happen. Feel free to share my stuff anytime, guys. And here I'm thinking, if we have it on Xbox One, in the back of my head, and this is maybe just me thinking, this may push Sony to get off their lazy asses and cert faster. Because now they've got competition in the console market. They're not the only one holding the game. So now there's going to be, well, shit. If it's going to come out on Xbox, and Xbox, Microsoft is going to push the content faster, they're going to have faster updates, and Sony's going to eventually, depending upon the way things are, could eventually start seeing people leave PlayStation and move over to Xbox One. Now, not everybody. You know, everybody maybe different. Some people fully into Xbox, some people fully into PlayStation. If I were to choose, I'd probably choose PlayStation over Xbox. But that's just me. I have a PlayStation 2. My kids love PlayStation 2. We have a Wii. You know, they love the Wii. They're not many. We're not into Xbox too much. But none of that aside, if Microsoft can push shirts faster and push content faster, that's going to take away from PlayStation. And that may get something under their ass that says, hey, we need to push faster if we intend to keep making money off of this. Because they are making some portion of the money. There's no doubt they're making some portion of the money with it on their system. So I look at it that way. I'm looking at it in a good way, potentially in a good way. Of course, you never know. We may have the ability to cross-platform. I doubt it'll ever cross-platform between consoles, ever. But you never know. But I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm thinking it's a positive thing. Of course, they're going to make more money. They've proven that they put out a quality product time and time again. They keep doing consistent updates. Sometimes they push the updates faster than I think they should, and I think that also falls partially on us as the players and the gamers screaming for new content every single week. Oh, I finished this. I want something new. I want something new. I want something new. Maybe we, as players, should sit back a little bit and say, develop something right and then give it to us. And that would be... I think I see that happening with the now with this latest big update that's coming out with the ships and the Kubros and all that stuff. Is where they're saying, well, we're not quite ready for it yet. Give us a little bit longer. We want to get this thing right. And honestly, in my opinion, when that update comes out, which I guess would be, don't hold me to this, I would be guessing that is update 14, officially update 14. I could be wrong. Officially update 14 could be coming this week with the supposed Loki Prime pack coming out, Loki Prime stuff, but that may just be another update to 13, and we don't know that. We won't know until it happens. But officially, one of the major updates, a big major update, probably when the personal ships and the Kubros come out, is when it's going to release on Xbox, and that's just a prediction that I have. And I can see why they want to get it right. Obviously, it's going to be releasing at the same time. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm curious what your thoughts are. I don't see it as a bad thing. It only means the game is growing. It shows us that they've got a very good game in terms of people staying around and actually playing it, even just as a free player. Because everything is free, except for some cosmetic items. Everything in-game is free. You can acquire every single thing except for some cosmetics, like the Sindans. Okay, you can't acquire them if you don't have platinum, but hell, you can go into the market, trade some of your mods that you get if you find some rare mods, which only take a little bit to farm, and now you can trade for platinum and go buy those things. So, I mean, it's there. You have the opportunity to have it. Potentially, I also see with that, with Xbox coming out, I potentially see those dual stat mods, the Tetra mods, or the System of Crisis mods will probably come out in a Nightmare mode type of run or something like that, because, you know, the mods tend to come out eventually at some point. We've had them come out before in the past with other ones, like the mutation mods. They came out, so eventually these other mods will come out. It's just a matter of when. I would assume that would come out at some point as well. But, you know, I personally see this as a good thing. Maybe I'm just that type of a positive person, and I think it would add a lot more camaraderie to people than, you know, bitching all the time about my platform is better than your platform, you know, and so forth and so on, because they have something common to talk about. I mean, that's a whole big thing of why we do what we do, or what I do as a YouTuber. Is I offer you something that you can sit and enjoy, hopefully if you like the content, and we can have positive discussions and comments, and we do that, and we've been doing that for several months here, and as a result, of course, my channel has grown, and that is, of course, with you guys, and I 100% appreciate that. So, if I don't say it, I 100% appreciate you guys enjoying the content, and sticking with me, and commenting, and having conversations with me, because that's what it's all about. But I think it's a good thing. and time will tell whether it's the right move, whether they've stretched them out maybe too thin. I would assuming that they have a separate development team for the Xbox group, you know, where they create the PC run version and they give it over to the PS4 staff. They create the PS4 version and they give it over to the Xbox staff, and the Xbox developers finalize the Xbox version. And that's the way I would see it happening with the game. I'm not 100% perfect on it, you know, I don't know that for sure, but that's the way I would see it. And then at that point is when we would see the war, if you will, over which console gets the updated version. And I think that's going to play the biggest role in where things are. And it's the same thing as, I mean, you look at E3 right now, okay? We're watching the E3 stuff all day, or trying to keep up with it anyway from IGN stuff, because I don't have access while I was at work to look at live streams and such. So I am shocked at how much Microsoft has pushed out. And on that side, that means they put a lot of money into making sure that they have a lot of exclusives and a lot of first runs and a lot of first DLCs before PlayStation gets it. So I want to see what happens with PlayStation and how they come back and rebut what Microsoft is doing. But that is why they lowered the price to $399. That's why they took the Kinect out, because they said, okay, we take out the $100 for the consumer. The consumer's now willing to buy it at $399 because it's the same price as the PlayStation. But we're going to dump that money that we would have made on the system right into these developers. We're going to give them cash, because that's what they're doing. We're going to give them cash, and that's going to get us the exclusives. That's going to get us first-run DLCs. That's going to get us the stuff first, which in turn is going to net us back to $400 over and over and over again over what Sony has. Now, like I said, I haven't seen Sony's presentation yet. So, Sony could come out and have something even more epic than what Microsoft has. But, neither here nor there, I want to know what you guys think. On Warframe, on it going to Xbox One. I mean, it's on every platform except for the Wii U. I don't know that it could come out to the Wii U. But hell, you know what? If it could come out to the Wii U, that would be awesome too. The more the merrier. So, anyway, that's just me talking. Share your thoughts with me below. I'll be happy to discuss it with you guys, as always. Hope you enjoyed the video in the background in my ranting and raving, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned. Like I said, I have a number of builds that I have to put together and get out for you that you've asked for, and I am working on them. And of course, you know, all the other stuff. I am working on the Dark Sector stuff. I will have those last few videos out shortly. I'm pushing through the game pretty fast. Had some issues where I had to reinstall it again, but I'm pushing through the game pretty fast. So I think we probably have 2 or 3 episodes left in the actual Dark Sector playthrough, and it's going to get really good when we get out of Chapter 9 into Chapter 10, which is actually called Dark Sector. So stay tuned for that. Until the next time, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subbing, thanks for sharing, thanks for being a part of this channel, and I will catch you guys soon. See you later.